changes here. No more of the phantom tags. Remember, that's classic in baseball. The base guy would come over here, he'd have the ball and just swipe across. Now he has to put his foot on the bag in order to make sure that runner is out. And on a slide, no more phantom tag. You've got to apply the ball to the slider, and you can't just swipe across with your mitt and make him out. And you were safe, by the way.
Reviewable too, right?
And they are both reviewable plays. And the other rule change, 30 seconds on the mound for the manager now. They're trying to speed up the game. They picked up 6 minutes last year. They want to pick up more than that now.
See how that comes into play this season.
We'll see what happens.
By the way, a big thank you to Pembroke Hill for lending us these bases. We essentially stole second base from them, so we'll return it, by the way. Thanks so much for that.
Expect to evaluate damage when the sun comes up this morning. And Richard Sharp has been following a lot of the aftermath for us here at the live desk. And what are you seeing there, Richard?
From all of the damage we've been seeing, the storm has taken a definitive path. You can kind of see that through radar, but it goes through Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and then dips back down into Florida. And this is where we've been seeing a lot of the damage: Louisiana, Alabama, and Florida.
Also, it's good for your morning commute, where we're going to be seeing no really big weather issues as you get ready to head out the door. But then we do need the rain, so
we need the rain. Yeah, we'll take it in terms of easy getting around town.
Yes.
Thank you, Kaylee. Yeah, right now things look absolutely amazing. Great out there. You're zooming around this morning. All of your majors look great
on the roads. It's taking a serious toll on our safety, or it can. The National Safety Council says more than 38,000 people were killed in car crashes last year, and more than 4 million were hurt. That makes 2015 the deadliest year on U.S. roads since 2008. It's the largest percentage increase in motor vehicle deaths year to year in the past 5 decades. It's also in direct contrast to 2014, which had a record low number of car-related deaths. Only 13 other states saw their fatality rates go down year to year, including Kansas, but in Missouri saw a 14% increase in traffic deaths. Officials say this is a wake-up call that we need to drive more defensively.
Come Sunday night, all the exit and on-ramps and several roads around those areas will shut down. KDOT rebuilding it all and closing it for 6 months. For the first time since they won the World Series today, the Royals took the field. The team held their first spring training workout today. The pitchers and catchers reported to surprise Arizona yesterday. The rest of the team is set to report on Monday. And back here at home, a dedicated fan angry after he struck out with his online purchase. The man thought he bought tickets on this site, uberseat.com, but the deal was too good to be true. New here at 10 o'clock, 41 Action News reporter Brian Abel got answers for that.
President Obama announced a new plan this morning to bring the terrorist suspects from Guantanamo Bay here to the U.S., possibly near us in Kansas. He said Guantanamo, closing it, would save money, $1.7 billion over 20 years, and would eliminate a propaganda tool for terrorists. President Obama also pointed out how the U.S. already imprisons terrorists in America, like the shoe bomber and the Boston Marathon bomber.
The suspect. And all new here at 5 o'clock, another spike in a highly contagious disease, Shigella. Right now, there are currently 12 cases in Douglas County. Last year, there were more than 300 cases in Kansas City. They normally see only 10 a year. Shigella causes diarrhea, fever, and cramps. The biggest protection against this disease is washing your hands. Also, if you think you have Shigella, don't handle anyone else's food, and make sure and stay out of the swimming pools. Very important reminder as we head into the summer months. Well, today, the person of interest in a deadly Platte County fire remains in Arizona tonight. Graydon Denham faced a judge in Arizona on some unrelated charges today, and he won't be extradited until those charges are resolved. Meanwhile, investigators searched out this septic tank outside the Edgerton home that burned over the weekend. Neighbors left flowers at the site as well. And we're not the only ones. Take a look at this map here. All of the exclamation marks are places where the prices are spiking. St. Louis is one of them. Gas Buddy predicting prices will go up there, $1.73 a gallon. But you could still fill up pretty cheap here at the Metro. AAA actually says Missouri has some of the lowest prices average-wise in the country. Kansas is 6th. You can go right here. This is our website, by the way, kshb.com/gas prices. We have this map here of the cheapest prices right now, and it looks like there's one at $1.27 a gallon at the BP at Van Brunt and East 30th Terrace. Great site to check out before you fill up.
New housing for the detainees would reportedly save money. That facility would cost $475 million. And when you talk about the operating cost, it would be between $265 and $305 million. Now, that's cheaper than the current operating cost for Guantanamo, which is $445 million a year.
The 2 men accused of killing a 3-year-old boy remain in jail. And yesterday, prosecutors charged Shalif Wilkins and Dominic Marchbanks for the murder of Amorion Hale. The toddler died last summer in what police say is retaliation towards the child child's father due to some gang-related activities. New here at 5 o'clock. 41 Action News reporter Shannon Halligan dug deeper into how big of a problem gangs are becoming in KC. Shannon.
Yeah, Kansas City police put together this map of known gangs in the area, and not surprisingly, concentrations of homicides took place in these same areas.
But a little interesting since both Kansas and Missouri don't vote until next month. Many more states to come before we get to vote. Also, Hillary Clinton picking up a local endorsement today from former Kansas Governor Kathleen Sebelius. In a statement, Sebelius saying she believes Clinton is the only
dug deeper into the safety records of both the companies who own the bus and the semi. Rush Trucking out of Michigan owns the semi, and the bus belongs to Jim Transportation of Hazelwood, Missouri. Drivers for that company have not been involved in a wreck before today in the last 2 years. Both companies earned a satisfactory rating from the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Here's what we're looking at under this new master plan. Southwest Early College campus and Satchel Paige Elementary schools will close. Wendell Phillips Elementary will also be shut down. Most of those students will now attend Crispus Attucks Elementary. School boundaries are changing, which will impact about 15% of the district's 15,000 students. And the district actually plans to increase bus services to help with those kids who will now be walking longer distances to school. Four of the lowest
$1.4 million that was set back in 2010. So who are the biggest spenders? Let's find out. Tobacco companies and those fighting efforts to expand state liquor laws. Altria represents Philip Morris. It spent $223,000. The Kansas Association of Responsible Liquor Laws spent $185,000.